Hello, Flosstube. How are you guys today? Today is Sunday, July 25th. And yeah, I'm filming a little bit later in the day than I normally would. Usually I film in the mornings, but I was out of town for the weekend, so I decided to go ahead and do a video anyway. I wanted to get it out of the way since we are now at the beginning of Olympic stitching. And so I kind of wanted to just do a real quick video, get you caught up to where I'm at, and kind of have a fresh start for the Olympics. So this is a cross-stitch Flosstube channel about cross-stitch, and I am known on Instagram as Well Princess. For those of you who follow me there or don't, there you go. So it's been only 2 weeks since I think I recorded last, and I've got a little bit of haul to show, got some stitching done, and then I'll talk to you about my Olympic stitching plans. So I don't think this video is going to be very long, but like I said, kind of want to get you caught up and go. So we'll start with my haul. Last time we visited, I had put a 1, 2, 3 stitch order in, and I had 2 charts that were still outstanding from that order that finally came in. This one, Blackbird Design, Midnight Witch. And then I got the Blackbird Designs Casting a Spell booklet. So those came in. And then I put an order into Fat Quarter Shop. I ended up ordering the Little House Needleworks exclusive. A lot of shops had it. I don't think it was just exclusive to Fat Quarter, but I don't have that one yet. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, of course. But as we all know, one thing never travels alone. So I ended up ordering a couple other things. I ordered this Crowning the Tree chart by Blackbird Designs. Can you tell I'm stocking up on Blackbird? But I love this little stocking. It's so cute. I love that tree. So I got that. I got this Barbara Anna's design, Oh Christmas Tree. And then I've got Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt, because I just love how pretty and bright this is. And so I bought it. I didn't kit any of these. These will just go into my chart inventory. I've got plenty of stash. I've got plenty of flosses, all the DMCs, all the sulkies, and I've got plenty of fabric. So, like I said, I'm still waiting on the Little House exclusive that should be here tomorrow. I have another order coming tomorrow, and then I'm also waiting on Be Stitch Me's Fabric of the Month. So I still have some more stash coming. So I'll have stash in my next video too. And with that, I'm hoping to calm down on the stash purchasing. I know Expo's coming up soon, but I'm really gonna try to rein in and not go overboard and crazy on Expo. She says now, a month ahead of time. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There might be just stuff that calls my name, and that's okay too. But I've ended up participating in a lot of retreats / boxes for this fall. I'm doing Friend Stitch. I signed up for Friend Stitch. I'm doing Acorns and Threads Pacific Northwest Stitching Summit. I got Black Needle Society Autumn and Stars Hollow box, which should be coming soon. And then I also bought Brandy Be Stitch Me's Halloween box. So I've got a couple of boxes coming and 2 virtual retreats this fall. I don't need to do anymore. So anyway, lots going on for the fall as far as stitching goes, which is fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited. So on to actual stitching. I technically don't have finishes, though I have small finishes within bigger pieces. So that's what I'll talk about first. So the last you saw me, I was struggling mightily with my Lizzie Kate Boo Club Flippets on this banding. Remember this banding? Yeah. And some of you left me some comments on my last video, and I really appreciated it. I played with the Q-snap sizes. I played with the magnet elastic band thingies. And I finally came up with a solution that worked for me, which was really great. I did end up pulling out everything that I had stitched. Not because I changed. Remember, I was not happy. I didn't think I was happy with the coverage. And so I was curious if I needed to go to 3 threads instead of 2, because this is only a 24 count banding. And as it turns out, I stayed with 2 threads, but I did pull out everything I had already done and started again, because I felt like I was 1 stitch too far to the right. And while most people probably wouldn't see it when they looked at it, I would see it and it was going to bother me. I wasn't that far, so I just pulled it all out and started again. But I got my first chart done. I got Spooky done. So super excited about it. So glad that I got past the mind block on it. So glad that I had viewers encourage me with ideas to think outside the box a little bit, and it worked. So super glad about that. Got Spooky done. The next one will be Treats, this little guy right there. And I think it'll go really quick because I'm not going to be doing the top and bottom borders, obviously. I'm just going to be doing the side borders, and then the middle parts usually go really fast. So, but for now, this is put away because of the timing of everything. I will pick that back up after the Olympics, probably sometime. But yeah, I'm feeling much better about that piece now and very excited to move forward. I did have to make color change. That moon was supposed to be more of an orange color, maybe gassed carrots, maybe. And it just didn't work on that fabric, of course. So I will probably have to be making some slight color changes as I go through here, because I've chose to use an orange banding, a multicolor orange banding, but that's okay. I used the red and I think it looks fine. So I'll make those changes as I go, and I think it'll be fine. So I'm excited about that piece now. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I had a finish on Snow Village. So I got Frozen Hot Chocolate Shop done Wednesday night. So I've got 3 done. And this is on a 32 count blue and white petty point fabric, Lugana, I believe. And so I've got 3 done. So this is looking good. So 3 of the 11 charts I have done. And Sandy, I believe, is working on the 6th one this week. This is, I think, her week to start to stitch on this piece. So that means she's going to be starting the 6th one, which is actually the middle one, the big the banner, which I think she's breaking up over 2 months. So I'm not going to work on this again this month, though. I'm going to put this down until after the Olympics, but maybe by the end of August, I'll have the 4th one or 5th, and maybe even the 5th one done. So slowly but surely catching up to her. It's not a race, but I kind of like to get back on track if I could with her. So those were kind of my 2 small finishes within a piece that I got. And then last Friday night, like a week ago Friday night, Michelle Garrett Bendy Stitchy did her Quaker Zoom. And so I participated in that. I'm working on Halloween Quaker, which is how the Zoom started. The Zoom started because she wanted to have motivation to finish her Halloween Quaker, which she did a few Zooms in. And so then she changed it to a Quaker Zoom and opened it up. So you can work on whatever Quaker you want. I'm going to continue to work on Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio, simply because I want to get this done. I started it on the first Zoom, and I only stitch on it around the Zooms that I'm able to participate in. So like for that Friday, I stitched on it Friday, Saturday, and then I finished the motif I was working on Sunday morning, and then I put it away. So kind of my habit is stitch on it for 2 or 3 days around that Zoom time, and then I put it away till the next Zoom. So I don't know when the next Zoom will be. I presume sometime in August we'll have another one probably. So yeah, I am doing called for colors, called for fabric, which is 40 count Picture This plus Murky. And this is where my complete project is. I did this motif, the half motif, and these three little ones below it. So that was my progress for the last Quaker Zoom that we did. So I feel pretty good about that. I am probably gonna move up to across the top next time. I think for the next Zoom, I'll start there with this one because I have that little one done. I have the hat done. So I've kind of got all of this done. So I think I'm going to move this way, do that, work my way through these, 2 motifs and those bats. So yeah, that's my plan anyway for now. Kind of avoiding the spiders because I think that there's a correction in the chart that I'm going to have to find. And everyone says that it's kind of difficult. So I'm kind of avoiding it for now. I'll get to it, obviously, but yeah. So that's what I've stitched since I last saw you guys. So I had, oh, and I did finish because the last time we talked about my Snow Village, Peppermint Parlor wasn't done. So obviously I got Peppermint Parlor done, and then I got the Frozen Hot Chocolate one done too. So I had those 2 little house finishes and then the spooky finish. So I had 3 little finishes within bigger pieces. And then I did the Halloween stitching as well. So honestly, quite a bit of stitching for 2 weeks. I haven't stitched since Wednesday night. I did a last minute trip to my parents' house for the weekend, which I then decided I was going to alter my Olympic stitching plans. My original plans were to work on my Haid, do monogamous stitching. This is with the Stitch All the Things Facebook group. And so my original plan was to work on my Haid Treasure Hunt bookshelf. But then I thought, well, my plan B was Snow Village. And then I went back and I was going to do my Haid. And then when I last minute decided to go to my parents, I thought, I'm not dragging all my Haid stuff to my parents. And so then I decided, well, I'd pick up Knee High by Hands On Designs because I have a barely small start on it. And it's my oldest WIP other than my Haid. And I thought I could knock this out during the Olympics super easy, thinking I would stitch on it at my parents' house because I usually do. I did not stitch a lick at my parents' house. So that came back with nothing completed on it. So now I'm back at my house, gonna sit down tonight, watch some Olympics, start some Olympic stitching, and I think I've decided to go back to my Haid plans. And so, yeah, so I think my Olympic plans are gonna be Treasure Hunt bookshelf. I'm starting a couple days late, big deal, it's fine. So I am 3.5 pages in. This is 28 count Easy Grid Lugana. I'm doing 2 over 1 tent stitch. And you can see I'm 3.5 pages in. So this is my starting point from Olympic stitching. And I've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks tonight to stitch on it. So hopefully, what I'd like to get done is I'd kind of like to get done, finish the page, the partial page, and then finish another page. But that would be more than 1.5 pages. So that might be a little bit of a reach. But for sure finish the page that I've got partially finished, and potentially get a good amount done on that second page, or on that, I guess, which would be the 5th page. So we'll see how far I can get. But once Olympic stitching is done, then I'll probably put it away and do another spooky chart and do another cottage or another Snow Village chart, and then come back to it. I kind of want to get to like a somewhat rotation where I'm like doing one thing every week. give me a little bit of variety, but give me enough time to make progress as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Whenever I make plans in my head for rotational type stitching, I never follow through with them because I kind of get to the point where I want to stitch what I want to stitch. And if that's not in the rotation for that week or that time frame, then I'm kind of like, eh. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. But I do kind of want to get back to that spooky chart, or the Book Club Flip It chart, because I was actually pretty well enjoying stitching on that. So I may just go back to that and knock a couple of those out, because I think they'll go kind of fast. So anyway, we'll see. All right, 16 minutes, short video. I knew it would be. Didn't have a ton to show. Next time will probably be a short video too, because I'll probably record after the Olympics are done. So kind of get a finishing point for that, but that's okay. So other than that, that's all I got. The weather's nice. It's been nice. I was in Eastern Washington for the weekend. It was super nice. My parents have a pool, so we hung out and relaxed, and it was great. So super excited. Getting a haircut tomorrow, people. Getting a haircut tomorrow after 19 months. So won't be major changes, but because we're not going back to the office still. So I'm not going to get my original haircut, my normal haircut, you know, like basically an A-line bobs, asymmetrical haircut, because I'm not going to commit to a haircut every 7 weeks right now. But get a little bit of length cut off of it, get it thinned out some. 19 months, been a long time. Excited. Other than that, that's all I got. I hope everyone is staying safe, being well, and getting some good stitching time in, having a good summer, and I will see you next time. Bye.